girl from Wakanda. And welcome to Talks with Janeth and Anita. So episode 5, wow, 5th episode, you know, mad. Anyways, so today it's gonna be like a multiple type of chats. So nothing like in particular, but it's mostly gonna be about blackface and violence against women, mostly black women. So further ado, I'm Janeth, your host, and
I'm Anita.
welcome.
So today we are actually gonna be reviewing this video that ZZ interviewed this guy that was talking about black women. So it's gonna be like a reaction video. So I hope you all enjoy it. Be with us, bear with us, hold with us, rant with us, stress with us, basically. So we're gonna start watching it, and yeah, let's see what comes out of this interview.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Zeke Millz show. Obviously, I'm Zeke, and this is the guy that got dragged on the internet the other day because he decided to rap in Yoruba. We have, you can smile. I know, actually, I don't know if I should. It's up to you if you want to smile, but I would suggest not.
You're so upset.
People might take it the wrong way.
You're so upset.
I know.
Glizz?
The advice not smiling.
25. Okay, right. Where are you from?
In and around North London. I'm living in a lot of different places.
And what's your background? Everyone was getting at black women. It was just fun to do. Like, it was dance. It was just a time period. So explain to me what that time period was.
No, I definitely think you touched on it. I think obviously it was wrong, but I think there was definitely.
Have you noticed how serious he's trying to get this? Like,
on Twitter at that time, that was and a narrative that was very anti-black women. And I was in that black Twitter space at the time, and I fed into it really. I guess I was trying to fit in whatever. I was just running jokes, trying to get clout. Obviously, it was the wrong thing to do, and it's disgusting. But I joined in with that whole attitude at the time on Twitter.
So what I will say, we gathered that it's disgusting. What I don't want is for the whole interview to every time say it's disgusting. We know that you feel it's disgusting. Like, we get it, but I just feel like black women, especially us, we've heard it loads of times. It's disgusting. We're sorry, and it's like, okay, great. Let's just get to the bottom to why everybody thinks it's okay to kind of do this to us. Do you get what I mean? So, has your circle always been black boys and black women? And you said in the statement that you released that you was around a lot of black people and they kind of made you feel comfortable. So are you
to say that,
like, blaming black people for making you feel comfortable and they allowed you to do it?
No, because even in the statement, I didn't say anyone made me feel comfortable. I just said I felt way too comfortable.
But surely that's to do with your environment, though.
Yeah, potentially, but I wouldn't ever.
This is what I mean, fam. Like,
what I
what was
done.
the first thing, yeah? So this issue right here, yeah, like, we've all seen this. Like, people get way too like the non-black people, they get way too comfortable when they start hanging around with like people who are black. You know what I mean? Like, and then what's worse though, like, is the black people who hang around with them, they encourage them in it. Like, instead of like snapping them out of it, it's like, oh yeah, because we've been friends for like since we were little, yeah, so obviously you can come now in it. No, fam, I'll shoot you on your face. Don't use that word around me. Like,
Listen, it's just because I'm thinking, okay, he used to work more with like black guys and black women. So how do the black women that you walk with feel? Are they clapping hands when he's saying this? No, I don't get it.
Felt like when I saw this tweet, like,
I'm
imagine
really
like you're friend with this guy.
And then you
Look,
see
because-
about nah.
That's what I don't get. How can he say they walked more often?
with black women, and he wanted to feel part of the clique while saying all of these things, but then it doesn't make sense him saying these things and being part of the group.
It
Must have meant then it's probably like it was probably hanging around with like those toxic people, those probably toxic people who are not happy with who they are. Like, you get me? You know, those ones who are like don't even identify themselves as like Africans, that type of thing. You must have been hanging around with them kind of people. Because me, fam, like if you're my white friend and then you start saying things like that, I'll cut you off. Like, are you dumb? Like,
Clap for that. That's
like, I'm
wrong.
not gonna be happy with you after that. Like, I'm just gonna cut you off. So
There's not like measure.
yeah,
Like,
it must be like them self-hatred people who don't identify themselves with black culture, so they can go. Like, we're part of that. So
Definitely though, I definitely did feel like I was way too comfortable in that space. And I guess because the thing is, I've spoke to all my friends, I've spoke to a lot of people around me about this since it happened. And a lot of people have said the same thing to me, where it's like, you know, we didn't see you any different to us. And I think for me as well, I didn't really see myself any different to them. But obviously now, where I'm a bit older and, you know, I've grown up a bit more, I've matured, I obviously understand that my life,
this was like in 2017.
the privilege, whatever I have, is obviously very different to my friends and the people around.
So why did you see yourself different from them, even though your skin color is different? Like, you look like a white guy, you don't look like you're mixed or anything. So what made you feel so comfortable with, like, in the culture?
Because it's just what I knew, innit? It was what I was around. It's what I was surrounded by, and it was just how I was treated. I wasn't treated by my friends or anyone around me.
You know that school kid, yeah, that is grounded. They know they did bad and they just don't know how to say sorry, yeah. This is how it looks like. Just
speak.
it's all I'm used to.
It's like when you was on Twitter, yeah, you're speaking all bad in it now. Say it with your chest.
Yes.
And then bear in mind, listen to this. Before, he said that he was comfortable and he didn't see the difference
between him and you know the
black people that were surrounding him. But now, as he
grew, he saw a difference, and I'm thinking, okay, you should
did not see a difference, but you should probably realize that you should respect them.
which you didn't do in the past. So I'm thinking, this is confusing me right now.
What I want to know is, like, once he start thinking differently, once he grew up, why did he not delete those posts?
Yes, and why didn't he not say sorry? Like, listen, this is something that I spoke about before. You see, people only see who to say.
Why can't people do this? Why do they always wait until someone pulls the tweets up and that's when they're like issuing a public apology about, oh, I'm sorry, or I was just a kid? Like, no, if you really change person, you could have like literally take control over your tweets before it even like came viral, but you didn't because you don't care. So don't now act like, oh yeah, you're all like sorry and that and you're all grown. Like, it's nonsense, fam, but it is what it is.
Let's hear his sorry.
To anyone else, it's just what it was.
Do you think that as black people we have a responsibility to, you know, we might have white friends, but do you think we have a responsibility as a people to make sure that we don't allow white people to become over familiar with us? Or is that your responsibility?
I think it's in this day and age especially, it's definitely a white person's responsibility to know that place. I don't think you need to be told by anyone else what your place is. You should know, really.
So you released the freestyle, and you decided to drop a couple bars in Yoruba. Why? Because you said you're Dutch, right, and Irish.
Yeah.
So why didn't you use some like old time English language, or where your family's from? Why did you feel the need to use Yoruba?
Obviously, I'm around a lot of Nigerian people. I basically kind of grew up in a Nigerian house as well. It's just what I know. Like, it's just.
Why? Why did you grow up in a Nigerian house?
Because obviously my closest friend Dre 6, I obviously make music with as well. I kind of grew up in his house. Like, I was in his house every day.
Okay.
So it's just what I know. And to be fair, even when I'd done that, I honestly didn't think it was gonna go.
It's just
crazy.
what I
I
know.
literally said like one line. It wasn't even a full bar.
Did a part of you think if I do this, I know my target audience are going to get gassed by this, and was there a part of you that thought if I do this I'm going to be deemed as cool?
No.
So then that's what I'm saying, why would you choose to use Yoruba and not where your heritage is from?
I just thought it sounded good. I liked the language. I thought the way I wrote it, I thought it sounded nice.
So you don't like where you're from?
It's always because that it sounded good or it looked good.
I don't know the Dutch side of my family at all. I just know that I'm Dutch. But of course I like where I'm from. But it's just what.
Now Zizi wants to kill him.
And I just thought it sounded nice.
But like, yeah, he likes where he's from, but obviously being Dutch is not trending it at the moment. So.
And have you had interest from record labels?
Yeah, I did.
So
Not
now. It's all gone.
Okay.
Well,
they've gone quiet. They definitely gone quiet on me.
Do you, even that in itself, do you understand the white privilege that you have, that you've literally brought out maybe a couple songs, freestyles at that, like not actual full-length songs, and you already had interest from record labels? So do you understand how frustrating that is to maybe other rappers who are like grafting in the studio doing whatever, and then you come along and you just basically do you feel
him? You know, when it comes to the record label situation, it's not even him. It's like how we as black people like to fantasize of white person talking in our language. So because they already got us as an audience going after him, they definitely gonna want to get him because they know they're gonna get attention because he speaks Yoruba as well. But they would never find interest in a black person just speaking English and bring. Do you understand? It's always something that comes like from us, you know, because if it is just a black person doing the old English, nobody would ever be like, oh my gosh. But now he did that, bare black people shared it. Oh my days, he spoke Yoruba, and then plus he spoke is it Tiwa Savvy's name or Yemi Alade, I don't know, and then they shared it to her, to the artist, and it's like the artist obviously felt gassed as well. Oh my days, this white guy, he's speaking in my language and he's sharing my name. It's us. Do you understand? Because the record label would have got us as well if we made like the white men look so special that when they come into our zone, we feel like, yeah, we won $1 million, but you didn't. That's
we basically need to like stop these onibles. We need to stop this onibles. Make our languages like it's like, oh, you know, we need to stop this whole praising thing. No, seriously, it annoys me because like obviously like we speak our languages like every single day, yeah, but we don't hype a person up when they start like our own people when they start like singing our languages and all that. But we see some onibo, yeah, and then all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, oh. Like, no, like we need to stop hyping them up. That's the only way to like literally stop all this nonsense, because like it's the fact that like we give them too much praise for nothing. Like seriously, I'm seriously, like just think about it. Like what exactly that was so special that he did just because he sang in a foreign language? I can sing in my foreign language.
He had already recorded other songs, right? But only when he did this one, record labels came after him. Do you get me? Do you see? It looks very sweet. When you steal somebody else's like stuff to make it look tantalizing. Oh, there's so many artists that speak freaking Yoruba and nobody got him.
You
know what? I'm laughing.
Oh my days.
Do you
Oh,
remember?
patience.
Okay, continue.
Help us, Lord. Help us.
100%. Like you said, like I've literally made 3 or 4 freestyles on Instagram, and probably after the second or third one, the labels were starting to show some interest. But
Can you imagine? The disrespect.
as well, just before this started, that like, if I was a black boy and I did that freestyle and I said the exact same thing in the exact same way, it probably, almost definitely, probably wouldn't have gone off the way it did.
Absolutely not.
And I
Exactly.
know that I have that privilege.
I'm glad that you realised that.
How I look, I don't look like how I speak. I don't look like the things that I talk about or rap about. I'm 6'6" with a bunch of white people, a bunch of black people around me in a black space. So it's like, I think labels probably look at me and think we could push him to the masses quicker than somebody else, and it's something that I recognise 100%.
Do you think that you're a sellout?
A sellout?
Yeah. So if a black person decided to do white music, like folk music or heavy metal, indie, black people would probably call them a sellout. So do you feel like, because you're not sticking to like quote unquote like white music or rock music or indie music, what we know white people to do, would you class yourself as a sellout then to your culture?
No, I don't think so, because I'm true to myself. I just am who I am. Like, the people I'm around are the people I'm around.
But you're not black though.
Of course not. But
so then you who you are is you're a white male. And what you seem to like identify as black culture. So that's not you are a white male.
I don't want to say I identify.
I don't
identify with black culture. I am who I am. I'm a white person. But the space I'm in, the people I'm friends with, it's just who I am. Like, if a black person made rock music, but their whole life they grew up around white people making rock music, it's kind of inevitable. For me, if I went and made rock music...
The difference is a black person would get, like, rubbish for that. Whereas you were...
Yeah, see, that's where the problem is. A black person should
never get rubbish for where they were born and what they want to do. See, this is us bringing more racist problem in the plate, like on the table.
If a black person is born mostly around white people doing rock, obviously she or he is gonna do rock. What's the problem with that? Why do we even have to go after him? That's the
person's life, just the same way as him. If he wasn't racist on that time and he wanted to do this, you know, I don't know,
reggae, Afrobeat music,
I do not care. That's his life. He loves our culture. That
I clap for that, because at least he appreciates and he shows that he likes the culture. Do you get what I mean?
That's the precious thing. It's like a black person doing rock. He appreciates that culture and whatever. Now, we do not have to give crap to people just because of that.
Yeah, that's where she's wrong, because I bet that she's one of them people that goes to the black person and gives them crap just because they're doing rock. Listen, nah, let her not get me. Zizi, what are you doing? Why are you talking?
Until the thing is like, if the old tweets didn't come out, then would you be like, oh, I understand my white privilege, or would you just kind of go with the flow and be like, do you know what, it is what it is, I can bring everyone along? But
no, 100, like that's the thing as well. Just because this came out, it's not like those tweets came out and now all of a sudden I'm like, I understand my white privilege, and like this is how I've been for a while. Like, this is, I know all of this stuff, and it's how the way I've been acting and the things I've been saying as of recent for the last however many years, but prior to those tweets coming out, are who I am. It's just now, obviously, because this has happened now, I have to speak about it a lot more.
So you said that all the record labels have gone quiet. Do you actually think you're going to be cancelled?
I don't know. I don't even really know what cancelled means. I'm not going to stop making music.
Really?
Whether I think 100% I'm going to have people that hate me, period. Now, from now on, like, whatever I do, I could tweet hello. I'm going to have people that hate me, and understandably, but I'm not going to stop what I love doing just based on that.
So have you been on socials since this all happened?
No.
What? I noticed that on your apology, did you write the apology yourself? That you turned off the comments. Why?
Because someone told me.
It doesn't want to get roasted, innit?
But then again, nobody wants to get roasted. Why would they?
Turn your comments off to protect yourself.
Yeah, Because it's obviously.
But why should you be protected though? Why should you get to be protected when you've literally just rubbish
I mean,
black
to be
women?
fair, pause it for a sec. Like, I get why she's asking that, because like it's one of those like, you did this, now you're scared to get roasted, get me? Like, you should take what you get me, you know what I mean? Like, you made this situation happen, so it's like, why are you now like hiding away from me? So I get what she's asking, but at the same time, like, I get he's allowed obviously to protect himself, because like, even though he's the one who put himself in this mess, like social media can be so like negative, like it can be too much, because like I bet like any money like there's people who are probably sending him like death threats already, and you know what I mean, that's not something that you want to be, yeah, that is not something that you want to be around with. Like, it's not everybody, like people can be strong but mentally, but not everybody's that strong, like, and it can be like weak-minded, well, not weak-minded, but it might not be as strong mentally, and not being able to take those kind of comments, you know what I mean? And imagine now like someone like sending, or tells him, or go kill yourself, and then he goes kills himself, and then what we gonna do in the black community? You're gonna feel so bad. I'm gonna feel bad that he killed himself.
Exactly. And like, think about it, yeah. He clearly said, obviously it's bad that he only realized his mistake, well, maybe not realized, but that he only came up with the apology after he was found. But at the end of the day, at least he recognized what he has done wrong, right? And he's clearly pretty much understanding that he just messed it all up. He's like
made crap, right? And we can't take it in a level like, think about Nella Rose. Nella Rose used to do that when she was young, right? She used to feel like it was okay to talk bad about Somalis and darker skinned girls, even though she's a dark skin herself. So it was definitely a hype of that moment. So I understand him. But the thing is that Nella Rose, she got so much crap that people were telling her to kill herself. People knew Nella Rose's mother died, right? They still said for her to go and meet her mother. In the middle of all of this, happening, at the same time, her dad died. So think about it. Now people are telling her to go and die off with her parents. That you don't do that. No, okay, someone did a mistake, but you don't need to go far as telling someone to kill.
Yeah, don't say things like that. That's what I mean. Like, social media is so negative.
No, I think we should be better with our forgiveness. You know, we have to have like mercy upon people. We all make mistakes. The issue is that people just don't know
our mistakes. Yes, he said that, but maybe many people have said or done even worse things, you know? So it doesn't seem right for people to even that he's obviously not entitled, but he deserves kind of like be not mistreated, but pointed at for his wrong. But I don't think that she should say it in the way that she did, because at that point it seems like it's okay to just everybody to just, you know, throw the most rubbish at. She knows what they're gonna say. She knows how he's gonna suffer, but she's still fine with it. So that makes her part of the problem as well, because it's not fair, but like it's not right to do such thing.
Now she's just questioning him. I don't think like she's necessarily like that. I think she just wanna get answers for, obviously, for the viewer's sake as well, because I'm sure like some people have wondered like, oh, why has he turned off his comments and stuff like that.
But so people are not dumb though. People are not dumb though. They just want to really just tell him how they feel. But at the end of the day, he's still gonna know, because people even try to tag him on things just so that he knows. So come on, people know they what they want to say to him. People are already have like texts and emails ready to say kill yourself. You are a da da da. They say the same thing. You know, it's tiring. Anyway.
Shit, why should you now get to protect your feelings when no one's protecting our feelings?
Nobody else owes me anything but what I can control. Like, listen, of course, people have the right to say what they say to me, 100% that. But the point is that I'm still a human being. I don't want to go, every time I go on my Instagram, I don't want to see 700 people saying things, not nice things about me. Like, that's just human behavior. Anyone would do that. But nobody else owes me anything, but I'm gonna control what I can control. So if I can turn off my comments and not see people going crazy at me all day, every day, then I will.
So what's your next plans?
I'm gonna keep making music.
And what's your next track going to be? Is it going to be like an apology, or is it just going to go back to normal?
I'm definitely going to address it. Whether it's like an out and out apology, I feel like I wrote what I wrote and I put it out. I'm definitely going to address it again.
See, so my thing with the tweets is I couldn't actually understand if you disliked black women at the time, or if you were. So do you feel like there's
Okay, cut him off.
some black people say I don't want to be choked like
from joining in, but at the end of the day, we have to see what major problem was happening at that time, because it seems that everybody coming from those years has something bad to say about black people.
We went through another one of those stupid trends where like disrespecting black women was like a thing. You get me? So like when men disrespect black women, they used to get all hyped up by other men, like, yeah, like you did a good thing. So it's just like